Hey, Viking fans, Dalvin Cook hasn't been traded. Why not? Well, let's talk about why next in 3, 2, 1. Gather around, Skull Brothers and Sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World. Make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe. Help me Hulk smash the YouTube algorithms. Let's go. Let's go. Let's talk about the next thing the Vikings got to do. They got to do it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's only two things they really can do. Well, let me take you through the steps of the curious case of Dalvin Cook. Why haven't we cut him? Why haven't we traded him? There's an easy explanation of that because there's only really two options for the Vikings, and I'm going to talk about that next. Dalvin Cook. But I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring up Over the Cap, man. They have a couple buttons you can click, and it'll explain everything. Dalvin Cook, third highest cap hit on our team. Let's bring it up. Okay, this might be a little small, but Dalvin Cook, Kirk Cousins, Brian O'Neill, Dalvin Cook, three biggest contracts, three biggest cap hits. We got Dalvin Cook with $14,101,272. If you cut him pre-June 1st, which would be absolutely asinine for the Vikings to do, you will experience only a cap savings of $5,888 and $727. So a little under $6 million. Now, if you were to trade him right now, like take the offer, trade him pre-June 1st, cap savings a little under $8 million. So cutting him a little under $6 million. Yeah. So, and trading him a little under $8 million. Okay. So you're looking at like $2 million difference. So we can't do that. Why? Because there's two better options. If you're wondering why Kwesi hasn't traded him yet, it's because he's taking the gamble that we'll be able to trade him after June 1st because he's got two better options. If he cuts him post June 1st, he saves $9 million. All right. So he saves an extra $1 million than trading him before June 1st. So right there, he saves more money, $9 million post June 1st. Now, if for some reason he's able to trade him, this is what we got here. Trade post June 1st, $11 million savings according to Over the Cap. Usually pretty reliable. So you got a little under 6 for cutting him pre-June 1st. A little under 8 for trading him pre-June 1st. After June 1st, cut saves $9 million. You're saving over $1 million. Post June 1st trade, whopping $11 million. So he is booking on the fact that if he's not able to trade him, cutting him saves $9 million compared to trading him pre-June 1st. He's willing to take that risk because he's going to consolation prizes. You save an extra $1 million. You're without Dalvin Cook, and you got 4 good running backs to replace him. After June 1st trade, it was worth the risk because he's going to save him $2 more million. Now, be a realist. Is a team going to take on Dalvin Cook's? Are they willing to take on Dalvin Cook's contract. Right now, in the next he's 2024 cap number is 15 million. It's 14 million this year, 15 million next year. However, it is a short contract. You're only going to be taking on that for 2 years because you can cut them and get a cap savings of 14.5 million in 2025. So really, you're taking on 2-year contract. But is the team willing to do that? Is there any teams left capable of doing that? I know I put some people are doing some jersey swaps on Twitter, so I put them on the thumbnail. I think there's fans out there from Denver, Dallas, uh, Chargers, Miami. Right now, I don't see him being a Viking because the money will save and the needs we have on defense. So if we do trade him, it'll be a little bit like Zadarius Smith, where we may eat some of that contract. Okay. So what would I take? What would I take for that? If you just get a 6th or 7th round pick for him, take it because you get the $11 million. If you're going to start eating salary, then you got to up the ante for me. I feel like if we do trade him, you just got to be, if you're going to take money, it better be mid-range. It better be 5th round. If you're not going to take some of his contract, then whatever, get what you can. Hopefully it's a 6. Now keep in mind, people value early picks earlier than they do later, so you may be able to get a higher pick if you do 2025. It just happens. You're looking at the draft, and every year I'm always looking at the draft, and I do see trades. You seem to get a higher pick the next year, sometimes conditional. So maybe we can work out a conditional trade for Dalvin Cook. We may eat some of his contract, but hey, it right now Kwesi is doing a smart thing. He's had early talks. He's made arrangements. People might be sitting there waiting for that June 1st deadline. We pull the trigger, trade happens. Now there is speculation. I even seen someone say that he said that he was like he's got like 1,700 followers. He seems legit. He does it looks like he's done decent reporting. Says he's with the Tallahassee Journal. I could not find that online, but said 5 days ago that we've told Dalvin Cook that he's getting cut June 1st. I don't think I don't necessarily trust the source. Now, what I do trust is that the Vikings took him off the masthead background photo of Twitter and replaced him with Alexander Madison. That should tell you a lot. That should tell you a lot. Why don't they just put Harrison Smith there? No, they put Alexander Madison. Why don't they put Danielle Hunter there? No, they put Alexander Madison. So Dalvin Cook is not a Viking. I'd say it's 100% true right now. I don't see it happening. We've freaking replaced him on our Twitter, the Vikings Twitter. So hey, that's all I got to say about this. Skull Vikings. Dalvin Cook is moving on. Kwesi is just deciding to see if he can cut him or get some value out of him after June 1st, because trading him before, he doesn't save any money. He saves money if he trades him after, and he saves money if he cuts him after. So that explains why we haven't pulled the trigger yet, even if there was a trade. Kwesi, hey, he values that extra cap space. Yeah, values that extra money to put towards the defense. I think it's smart. Good job, Kwesi. I finally understand it. Now I know that this button exists on over the cap. Skull Vikings, that said, make sure you subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Make sure you help me Hulk smash the YouTube algorithms. Let's go. Let's go. Cue the music.